Good morning and welcome to this live broadcast. I'm MJ Lifestylist coming to you from my home and studio in Bournemouth in the UK. And we begin this morning, like with every other morning, by sharing some motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your day ahead. Come on in. Come this side. Come. Come. Bella and I. There we go. Yes. Bella and I are here this morning to share some motivation, inspiration, conversation for your day ahead, and just to try and brighten up your day. Also, we would love to hear from you. What 3 things are you grateful for this morning as we start this broadcast? Simon says, good morning. Claire also says, good morning. Hey, Claire. I shall see you within the hour. Are we still on for this morning, Claire Osti? And Claire Whitchurch, good morning to you too. Bella and I are here to share some morning motivation, inspiration, and conversation for your day ahead. I am just sharing this to my personal page. So what 3 things do you have to be grateful for today? As we move into this lovely morning. It's a gorgeous morning outdoors. Really looking forward to it, actually. So what are you looking forward to today? What are you looking forward to this weekend? Let's hear from you today. Sunshine, you and friends. Yay! Yes, of course, just about to get dressed a bit. Oh, I've just done all of that. Good morning, everyone. Grateful for my friends and family, my home. And I get my boys back later this evening. That's amazing. Shirley-Ann's boys have been with their dad for the last week or so she's had a very empty nest. Today I'm grateful for anniversaries, my 2 lovely girls, Ghost and Ludo, the rats, and today's delivery of reduced strength medication. Well, that's something to look forward to. Amazing. Daisy, morning. I'm grateful for the beautiful weather today and yesterday, good company, and going back to in-person classes. That would be phenomenal. If everyone just gives me a moment. There's a lot of noise going on outside my window and I'm trying to work out why. Claire says, grateful for a good night's sleep, sunny weather, and the end of the work week. We like an end of the work week. We like that. So apologies again for yesterday. I did mention last week that I wasn't going to be doing a broadcast yesterday morning, but yesterday morning I got up and had to get to the hotel for my appointment and totally forgot that I hadn't put up a reminder that I wasn't going live yesterday morning. So to those of you that tried to join us yesterday morning, we weren't here because I had another appointment and it was for 10 o'clock in the morning. So I had to be there for 10, which meant I left home just after 9 and had every intention of putting up a reminder to remind everyone that I wasn't going to be live yesterday. But in, all good things and that, and totally forgot, totally slipped my mind. And so we ended up with people sending messages going, are you okay? Because we haven't seen you on your broadcast. Grateful for my friends, the sunshine, and my cup of tea, says Liz Waldron, who's joining us live from my personal page. There we go. So yes, how are we all? Come on. Me and technology. I don't know where that's gone to now. How did that? Oh. We'll see how things pan out. I'm not sure how we're doing this now. There, let's do it like that. Just to try and keep track on all my updates. Right, let's do a card for today. So, this weekend I'm going back into doing some shows. I've got some events on this weekend online. I things that need to be completed, finished, things that are being planned. I've got planning meetings going on this afternoon, some readings planned for the weekend, so I've got quite a lot of bits and pieces to tie up. And certainly over April, for those of you who weren't here the other day, over April we're going to start winding down, and these broadcasts will cease on Friday the 30th of April. So in, what would that be, 21 days time? 21 days time will be our last broadcast for the morning broadcasts. I'm looking into another format, which might not be live, but might still give you a morning motivation. But I will just have to see how that's possible to do. Morning, Lucy. How are you? Here's trusting you are well. So, what are we all doing this weekend? There is a black fly thing flying around me. Little midge thing. Needs to go away. What are we all doing this weekend? Do we have any plans? Anyone planning anything important or exciting or revolutionary or new? It'd be lovely to hear what your plans are for this weekend. What are your plans for this weekend? How are we reacclimatizing to the world? Because come Monday, things are kicking up a gear again, aren't they? So as of Monday, we've got shops, etc. reopening, certain places reopening after a good 4 months of being closed. So how does that all pan out for you? Daisy says she's travelling back to Glasgow. Is that this weekend, Daisy? Travelling back to Glasgow this weekend. Well, let's hope your travel back is better than your travel down. And, certainly keep us informed. Let us know that you got there safely. All very important stuff. Lucy says, one more left to paint in the living rooms. Lots of gardening. Cool. Yep, leaving tomorrow, I think. Cool. Did you finally get the right colour for your living room, Lucy? No, I'm busy working. Sorry. Bella wants to jump up again, but I'm actually in the middle of picking a card for today. Picking a card. So we're very busy, Bella. Yeah, all then come. She doesn't like taking no for an answer, does she? Don't you? Yes. Can you catch that fly thing, please? Because it's irritating me. Claire says hoping to get some gardening done this weekend, so that's more gardening. And dog training. The boys are so rude right now. Oh, Lucy. I believe that dogs are like children. They want discipline and structure. Just like kids, dogs want discipline and structure. They will push the boundaries. I know. I have one on my lap at the moment. They will push the boundaries, but just like kids, they want discipline and structure. And as long as you are, I find if you're consistent with them, it's really, really good. Bella knows. Bella knows when she's done something wrong because we make her aware of it. But adversely, mostly she does things that are right. And like right now, it's not a problem having her on my lap, but she just takes up the whole of my lap, and it's difficult for me to get to the computer, especially when she starts to rest her head on my arm, and then you can't move your arm. But absolute blessing in my life. Don't know what I'd do without her. Last night, I was busy for 2.5 hours in the office with the door closed. When I came out, you'd swear I'd been on a trip around the world. She was just all over me like hot fudge. Andrew was in stitches because this dog just behaved like I'd left the planet. So who knows what happens when I start work at the hotel in May. Who knows what happens with Madam. So we're starting to... That's also why I'm doing these walks. Lovely to go for a walk today. I'm going for 2 walks tomorrow. 2 walks that are planned tomorrow. So... yeah, it's all stacking up quite nicely, actually. All stacking up very nicely. And so the walks are helping to get me out of the house, get me into the fresh air. but also to start acclimatizing Bella to not having me around 24 hours a day, which is what's been the case for the last year. The color was totally hideosity, doing white. Okay. White's good though. White gives you a nice clean canvas, but it makes the room a lot brighter. Lucy, can you train cats too? Need help with that? No, your little girl's perfect, Claire. I've told you this before. Kathy Cooper, hello, gorgeous, all the way from Durban. How are you? You're looking gorge, babe. Please send my love to your hubby and your daughter. So nice to have a message from you. Be blessed, my darling. Claire, I'd be no help at all. My last cat was just amazing and walked on a lead or loose and came for car rides. You see, I hear this about cats, but that's not been my experience of cats. With me, cats have been incredibly independent, and they kind of like, they'll decide if they want to come to you or not. It's very much a democracy, autocracy with them. They're in charge. So, as I say, I haven't had many dealings with cats, but I'm told that can actually happen. They do tame up quite well, and they do make themselves available for things, but not in my experience, my personal experience. Jane Sample, good morning. Grateful for not doing more damage when I shut my finger in. Ow! And the beautiful sunshine and baking. Oh, Jane, my finger hurts for you. No. That doesn't sound very pleasant. Oh, it doesn't sound very pleasant at all. I'm also trying to adjust my sleep timing, guys. And I wonder if any of you have any tips. I'm trying to start to go to bed earlier and wake up earlier. Because my regular for the last 3 years or so has been going to bed between 1 and 2 in the morning and waking up at 9 every morning. I have alarms that go off from 7, but I get out of bed at 9. And so I need to start getting out of bed earlier and just wonder how would I get myself to do that? Do I just incrementally start going to bed earlier and then trying to get up earlier? Who knows? If anyone has any tips, share them now. We'd all love to hear, because I need to get into the habit of being up earlier. You know that I can give you tips on sleep. No, but it's not the sleep that's the problem. It's the getting up, Shellyanne. And I'm not having problems with sleep. Let me clarify. My sleep pattern has changed. So I go to bed at 2 in the morning because that's when I'm tired, and I wake up at 9, and I've made peace with that. I've had like a 7-hour sleep window, which has been perfect for me working from home. But as I acclimatize to going to work for the hotel, I might need to be up a lot earlier, and so therefore I still need to get sleep. So I need to kind of go back to sleeping at 10, 11 at night, for argument's sake. Is kind of where I need to be, sort of 11 at night, and I need to work out how to wind my clock back. It was totally Puss Boy's choice. His real name was Oedipus. One heck of a cat. Never find another like him. Oh, amazing. Oh, just joined his Wi-Fi down. Hey, Sue Venus, how are you? Oh, why's your Wi-Fi down? Sasha always goes to sleep on my lap when I'm doing meditation, except in our Tuesday evening group, when she always plays up. Such an attention seeker. Yeah, she climbs the curtains. She says hello to me. She shows everyone her bum. She lifts her tail and stands in front of the camera. She's quite an exhibitionist, that cat of yours. But we wouldn't have it any other way, would we? All our pets have such quirky natures that they really bring us joy. It wasn't. It's now a lovely color, and the air was blue when I did it. Oh, I'm sure you said "oh darn" in your best English when you slammed your finger in your car door. Ow, Jenny. It just doesn't sound great, babe. It doesn't sound great at all. Bella says, sorry, Auntie Jane. Sorry, Auntie Jane. Tell her, yes, sorry. Sorry. Tony Fleming, good morning. Grateful for the morning of my new home and my wonderful views. I'm so happy that your move went well. Really, really, really amazing. Really, really, really amazing for you, Tony. Shillian says, but the quality of sleep determines how you wake up. Absolutely. The sleeping is fine. I don't have a problem with the sleeping. I sleep really, really well, but it's my timing that's out. I need to figure out how to be tired earlier, is what I'm trying to say. Very badly, I'm trying to say this. I need to get tired earlier so that I can go to sleep earlier, so that I can shift my sleep pattern back. Because going to bed at 2 and waking up at 9 has suited me, but it's no longer going to suit me moving into my new job. So I've got a month or so to kind of rectify that. And that's what I'm trying to figure out, is how do I encourage myself to go to bed earlier and then hopefully wake up earlier, because I need about 7-ish hours. I'm 2 to 9 like you, so we'll have to gradually change when Nanny Angel duty returns. Yeah, I think that's it, is you have to kind of, like, instead of going to bed at 2, try going to bed at like 1:30. You know what I mean? Like, try and move it back. Start waking at 6. You will soon fall into the routine. Oh, so you're saying tackle it from the other end. Wake up at 6 and that'll make you tired earlier that night. I've thought about that. What does Shelly-Ann say? Shelly-Ann says, understand, I can give you tips on that. You need to boost your production of melatonin. Okay, yes. Right, that makes sense. Such clever people that are here. Karen says, morning, grateful for my mother and family, and that I am surrounded by a family tribe that I can access in spirit and in person. So grateful for my spiritual practice. Warm, comfortable house, new work, and a new client, making for abundance. Lovely. Well, that all sounds really positive, Karen. The thing I've heard most is to not have screens for a while before bed. Might help you go to bed earlier. I definitely don't do that myself, though. Yeah, I'm in front of a screen right up until I go to bed. I know it's bad, but it's the way that I unwind from my day. Stay up all night one night, then go to bed early the next day. I've tried that before, and that did work, you know, for a short fix. That did work for a fix, but I'm looking at like long term, because I used to go to bed at 10, 11 at night. The other thing is, and this is not me speaking out of the bedroom, although it is we can never go to bed at the same time, because Andrew takes a while to settle into bed. I get to bed and I want to fall asleep straight away, and if he starts moving around, it wakes me up. Okay. Secondly, Andrew snores. So if I'm not dead tired and I try and go to bed and he starts snoring, I snore too. But if he starts snoring when I'm trying to go to bed or try to fall asleep, it actually irritates me so much that sometimes I go and lie on the couch, because at the moment Andrew gets up super early for work, and so he needs his sleep. But with me going back to work, I'm also going to need my sleep. So we purposely go to bed. Andrew will go to bed between 10 and 10:30 at night. And then I won't come to bed until between 1 and 2 in the morning. He wakes up at 4, 4:30, 5, depending on how early he's starting for work. Andrew's definitely a morning person, and I'm definitely a late night owl. Now, some of my shifts will only end at 11 at night, which is perfect, because I'll come home, unwind, and then go to bed at my current time. But there will be times when I need to start work at like 7 in the morning. So I am not putting earplugs in, Lucy. What if the paparazzi come around? Oh no. Can you imagine me with earplugs? Now there's vanity for you. Imagine the paparazzi was coming around. Yeah, so we battle to go to bed at the same time. Like, some couples will go to bed at the same time and then they'll, I don't know, sit and chat in bed and then, you know, fall asleep. We actually find that we irritate each other while we're trying to go to sleep. I will say this: if we get a new flat, if we move, I'm looking at a 3-bedroom so that I can have my own room. Just so that we can avoid this disruption of each other. But you know what? It's all an adjustment. All of it's an adjustment. So we'll see. What work will I be doing? I am moving into the reception department at a hotel in Bournemouth. I went for an interview last week. And I have been hired to start in reception. So I will be one of the reception team at a well-established hotel in Bournemouth. Lucy says, I used the little squashy ones from Screwfix. They were really good. Yeah, those are for the workmen. They like marshmallow earplugs. Marshmallow earplugs. Perfect. Well done. Thank you. Yeah, so from May I will be part of the team at the hotel, and it's come along at a perfect time for me. There's room for growth, there's room for expansion, and we'll see. We will see how it goes. Hope to get down to Bournemouth this year. Oh yes, you must come down to Bournemouth this year. Come say hi. It's lovely. We're a seaside coastal town. It's really lovely. We haven't done a card yet. Right, let's do a card. Oh, here she is. Here she is. My favorite card, the Bone Collector. The Bone Collector. It's a little old lady sat cross-legged in front of all sorts of bones and beads and things that she's thrown, like a medicine woman. She's got this halo around her head with all angelic writing in it, some skulls hanging above her, because she is like a medicine woman, a Sangoma, a sage, a wise woman kind of thing of the tribe. She's card number 1, new beginnings, fresh starts, setting up things as you mean to go on. So just really being the architect and the author of your life path at the moment and how all of that pans out for you. So really, really important functions that she takes up. But the Bone Collector says, in your life right now, you have probably got one too many things going on. And what she really wants to do is she takes one of those things, like taking a bone out of you, she takes one of those things away so that you have got more space and time to consider the problems that you're facing or the things that you're dealing with. So she claims some of the problem and takes it away. And then what happens is you are able to better assimilate to things. And when you have understood things more, when you are in a better head space and heart space, she goes, you know what, I'll give you that bone back, and then she returns it to you. So it's like taking away one of your problems, one of your issues, holding on to it until you're in a better head and heart space, and then she brings it back to you. To me, she's one of my favorite cards on the deck. She's got this natural nature about her where she's just so open and loving and warm and caring. Hey Lou Carter, how are you? Well done for your cycle. I think you did a cycle fundraiser. Really well done to you for all of that. She must be buried with bones at the moment. Meaning you think she's got lots that she's taken on board. Yes, she probably has. The Bone Collector is there to be a guide and a guardian for us, but in so doing she does take a lot of the responsibility onto her own shoulders. And so, as much as that's a joke, it actually is probably true. She's probably laden with things at the moment that are affecting her in a, well, it wouldn't be in a negative way, because that's her job. Her job is to sort of help us along our path, to help us find our way. So yes, she's probably got lots of bones laid at her feet at the moment, but that is the job that she does, and that's the job she signed up for. So I'm sure she's quite competent in dealing with all of that. Lou says you cycled 200 miles, and that was for a charity fundraiser, so well done to you. Really well done to you. I couldn't cycle 20 miles, or even 2 miles. I couldn't cycle even 2 miles. So 200 is a lot. But amazing. Well done, Lou. Well done. So what have we got? This weekend we've got Psychic Sunday on Sunday night, 7:30 till 8:30 here on Facebook or on YouTube. Remember, if you can't log into our Facebook, you can always find us on YouTube All our broadcasts go live to YouTube. There is no editing that takes place. So what you see here is what you get on YouTube live right now as we're speaking. So you can find YouTube or Facebook, MJ Lifestylist. That's what you're looking for. Go ahead, like us on YouTube, follow us on YouTube, do all of those things, whatever it's called, subscribe, share, ring the bell, do all of those things, because that will keep you the best informed. You will get the information firsthand. So it is definitely worth doing. And then next week we're back to Monday through Friday, 10 till 10:30-ish in the morning. I don't anticipate having more appointments to go out to next week. So I think I'm good to go for the whole week, Monday through Friday. Remember, we are starting to count down our morning broadcasts, but I am looking into seeing what I can do to do another sort of format for all of you. Maybe just to pull a card for the day and some inspiration and have them pre-recorded so that they go out to you, which means they won't be live like this. They will be pre-records, but they will still provide you with a daily message. So we'll see how we do with that. Jane says, woohoo, she can have my finger, meaning the medicine woman. And Daisy says, gosh, Luann, you must be sore. I don't know if it was all done in one, it was done all in one sitting, Lou. Did you do it all in one shot? Because that's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. But nevertheless, Lou did a fundraiser, and we are very proud of her. Right. Ladies, gents, boys and girls, don't forget our prices are back to normal. So it's £30 for half an hour, £50 for an hour. You can now book readings, treatments, and consultations. If you have booked any vouchers with us, please keep track of them and do remind us from time to time. And you can certainly start, if it's a reading you require, you can do that via camera. If it's a treatment or consultation that you require, or even a reading and you'd rather have it in person, then by all means let us know and we can start booking you in around my shifts. But if it's in April and if we're allowed to see each other in April, I'm not sure what the parameters are, but if we are allowed to get together and see each other in April, then so be it. But if we aren't, then as soon as we are able to physically see each other, I will be able to start honoring those vouchers for the readings, treatments, or consultations. Lou says she did it over a month and she raised £490. Amazing. Hey Jack, how are you? Jack, I'm going to call you directly after this for a moment, just for a moment. So ladies, gents, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me this morning. Please take care of yourselves and each other, and remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. You're doing the best you can with the tools that you've got. Until we see you again, be blessed, have a fantastic day ahead and a great weekend. I want to hear all about it on Monday. And be blessed. Enjoy your day. Namaste, MJ.